King of the Hill and Underworld. I feel like I have had actually both of these in practice games with Nordic. Are we getting the bonus here? Yeah, this one has a bonus. It's I think this is the extra resources. Or I can Discord here real quick and I'll get it on the screen for you guys. Scoring bonus. Here. So we have a little fun little scoring modifier we added. You said you don't know why I stopped the videos. I was having lag issues. It's working now though, right? You guys can see it now. Okay, so we gotta, let's see. We gotta produce out of Togawa Militant, so probably into an early enlist, I would guess. And now we're looking at a sort of standard Saxony start. This could be a couple different things here. It could be a move after this or a trade to oil, just depending on the way he wants to go. I'm going to kind of split the difference here. I am going to go with sort of the standard trade for oil move, but I think I am going to kind of be a little, or caution to the wind just a little bit here. Oh, okay, you're talking about Joe Division. I don't think I don't know. I haven't talked with him about it. I'm not sure he enjoyed it as much as I do. I also haven't made it in a while. Trying to get back into it. Is this a coin enlist right away? That'd be smart, or the card one. Gonna take power though. I would think for those produces. Yeah, that makes sense. And what I see here is going to kind of tell me a little bit, I think, of what I want to do. Because if you see 2 oil come out here, it means Saxony is probably going to be leaving the base earlier and getting the mechs a little quicker. If you see this move to here and the character move out, there's a chance they're going to be using my Saxony mechanical strat, which actually is a little slower out of the base, but can generally potentially end quicker. So let's just see what happens. Biddy. Donkey Kong, he's on Togawa Militant. Tell me about him. Tell me about his style, True Brigadi. What secrets can you tell me? What should I watch out for? So the kind of meta perceived to be strongest Nordic is Patriotic, is Durs. The problem with Durs is that it is kind of vulnerable. It's not one you want to really do with stacks in the game, because until I think turn 8, your whole sequence can just get messed up. And yeah, this looks like a typical, this would be probably bolster into deploy. So that means we're going to be, that means we got to think about this for a half second. So he's going to produce again, probably bolster into a mech, then maybe move. Let's see. Produce, bolster into a mech, move, probably upgrade, produce another mech. He's probably going to get out of the base on turn 7. So if I move here, that'd be 1, that'd be 3. So can I win the factory here is the question. Basically my card is not good, so maybe not. Maybe not. Gonna keep my options open for one turn to see what he does. The Dur's line upgrades. His line upgrades the enlist first. So I've already committed myself out of that. I'm gonna have to do one of my one of mine, or just I have to do one of mine basically, or just wing it. Still trying to get my head on straight here, so my moving around and casting of the game is not my best at the moment. Guys, my wife was really nice to me and let me sleep until 11 a.m. today. And then I had some stuff to get done. So I got here and I was just scrambling to get started. All right, so that's what I want to do. Okay. Let's see here. There's the other produce. This is a little different. I like the early upgrade with Tog Mill. I can never make it fast enough for my taste. I cannot get Tog Mill without encounter help under 16 turns. And if you get it with 16 turns, it's hard to get past about this area, this lake and this tunnel on the board. You just can't move enough. So I think the strongest Tog Mill, honestly, may just be a Tog Mill that just kind of gambles on the encounter. Kind of sets up, has a plan for good economy, but just does a little encounter gambling too. It feels like how I play Militant in general. Yeah, I feel like it's funny because what people don't talk about a lot with Militant and Innovative is that in tournaments, at least, when you have a bid, so the boards are really strong, and with good combinations, it often makes up for everything, considering how strong they are. But in bid games, the bidding should neutralize the strength of the mats, at least in theory. And if they do, is this underpass or is this speed? Okay. So I may have a little time here. So let's see. If he wants to rush me, he could be out in 1, 2, 3 on the board. But I won't be able to hold the factory in time to get to it if I do that. So we're just gonna be a little lame here, I think. Just do kind of a boring Nordic Patriotic. Oh, that's nice. All right, we gotta think about this for a second, though. Mill? That is really hard to pass up. The 2 oil and the pop isn't shabby either. If I get to the factory card with the popularity factory card, I'll still have that. I may have it anyway, though. I think it's got to be the mill, even for the 3 coins, right? Right? I think that's right. I should be taking more time to think. The timing rules aren't that strict in this one, so I really could, but I actually think with this I maybe even have a turn to get to the chance to get to the factory. Score doesn't mean much at this point. I am ahead, but I have a, what did we say the bid was? Final bid. Oh, it's on my screen over here. I got to win by 7. All right. Over Tog. Okay. It gives me a little bit more time here. So no mine or anything like that. The enlist is really nice. The food is maybe better because still even have 1 pop left and you don't have to pay the $3 and you're going to get the, like, you'll get the 2 coins off the bottom row action of the enlist. So it's like 5 more points to go this route instead of this route, and you just give up the popularity. Like if I could give 2 popularity for 5 coins right now, I probably would. But enough about him. Let's see me. A 1. Okay, produce mech factory. This is turn 5. Tog went first, so it'll be 5. Produce 6 mech. Produce 7, 8 mech factory. Right? Produce mech factory. Turn 9. Okay, turn 9. And can Tog move? No. And this will be 6, 7, 8, 9. So Tog cannot beat me to the factory. What about Saxony? Saxony, I don't think can beat me to the factory either, since he went in counter. That's actually pretty awesome. Because he probably produce, so it's probably 3 turns for him. So 6, 7, 8 to get his max. 9, yeah. I think I'm gonna get to the factory, assuming that I can. Actually, I think this also puts the power star in play for me. I could be wrong, but I think the mechs are going to be a little bit ahead of schedule on the. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh yeah, this is really good, guys. I'm glad I took that mill. I'm a little bit ahead in coins, but I think it's going to make up for it. I know it because I have no bottom row actions except for the building, which doesn't contribute to the 8 I'm going to need for a star. It does not look like I'm that far ahead, but I could be wrong, but I'm actually feeling really good about this start. All right, let's see here. There's Seaworthy. We're going to do first since we already have the encounter. And when I say get to the factory first, I mean, I think in theory, what could happen is that if Saxony trades for oil, upgrades, and then bolsters, and then moves, they could theoretically put their second mech here and just put it on the factory and block me. But if they do that, I can't get on the factory unless I card bolster instead of power bolster for my second mech. And then I potentially still can. But if they do that, it actually probably attack them anyway with the character and just see where they give them a combat and hurry up their game a little bit. But it might drain enough power for it to be worth it. So this sequence usually depends on me walking a worker over to here and then getting 1 more upgrade on produce and enlist, which takes some time. And the fact that I got the mill means I don't need to get that worker over here, and I can put 3 over here for the enlist and don't have to worry about that extra upgrade, which I think is why why that worked out so well. So what I want to see is I want to see this mech drop here. Because if this mech drops here, it means the factory's mine. Basically, is what that means. Because I'm about to drop mine, and I'll be cooking. What we got here, Togawa. Seven is not a horrible bid, but I may need to play disrupt Togawa a little bit. I would, in a perfect world, Saxony would just be all over Togawa and slowing them down. And Togawa's militant's economy is, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think its coin threshold is actually higher, in theory. Especially since you can overproduce metal as the game goes on. Just continue to do empty deploys for 4 coins every time you move. Also need to not forget about the scenario, because there is... This is the only base Saxony can't invade. So it's kind of tough to put a bunch of resources. Okay. That's interesting. So he put them both here. And there could be a couple reasons for that. I think the most obvious reason is that he probably wants to block the factory for me. Because then if I try to attack it and I lose, then he'll get a chance to move onto it with the character. I don't know why else he would have put them there. Oh. Well. Again, don't know why. Crazy thing is, even if Talk had moved, oh, I gotta fix my camera so it won't do that again. Come on, camera. It's turning back on. Okay, there we go. We're good now. And that's gonna move there. And I do not need the third move. Okay, what do we got here? This is definitely tempting. So I need 2 producers to get both my mechs, and that's 2 power. But I'm going to get the power star if I don't fight, just in my next 2 mechs. These all take resources, which are worth points in this game, so these are a little more nerfed than they would normally be. So I'm going to have the power star and be able to spin the power on this. And this is good for Saxony. This is a great card for Saxony. So I'm taking a little bit of risk by leaving this on here, because Saxony is probably going to beat Togawa to the factory. But this is just too good if the game goes long. And you know what? Let's get King of the Hill. That's nice. So basically, the next 2 produces, I am not going to get this extra worker. I thought Sax would have attacked Tog and taken him out of the game. I don't know if it's wise. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't if you're Saxony right here. I mean, I guess I do. I guess I do know why you wouldn't. You wouldn't if you're worried about just throwing the game to me, which honestly, the way it's going for me and the way my economy's set up, it probably would. It probably would. Because I've already got my objective, and I don't really even need to finish my enlists. So I actually may go ahead and produce this worker so that after, so I can just bail out on those last 2 producers, because I won't need them. And that's 2 turns I don't have to take, essentially. Because if I produce all these places twice, that's 2 enlists, that's 2 mechs, I get this bonus, right? And this bonus. And then 2 mechs, that puts me at 16 power. So at that point, I've got the power star and the mech star in my objective, and the worker star. So I just need my 2 combats. So that's what? This is round 10. So that's 10 produce, 11 mech, 12 produce, 13 mech. Is that 14 move to end with Nordic Pat? Is that possible? Did I do that right? Because this is round 10, right? Tog goes first. I don't move. So it's produce mech. That gets to 13. And then 2 combats to end. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the workers. I'm going to go ahead and work on that power star. Okay, that does change things a little bit here. Because what it does mean is I may need to take my metal back. So that may take the power star out of the equation depending on what happens. But we're gonna see what he does. What are they about to do? Togawa's gonna do some more of that. You don't see any upgrades or buildings in process, so all right. Now keep in mind, if I want the power star, I have no power to spare. So if Saxony attacks me here, I have to decide whether I come back to fight him. He's got 7 cards, though. I don't know why he wouldn't. He has to, basically. But if he hits me with all 3, so that I can't really come back. He hits me with all 3. I'm just going to throw a 2, and if he bluffs, he bluffs. There's something clever I could do to... Maybe not. Maybe I could factory card and take these over to here. Produce on these spots for list number 2. No, I'd still need 2 metal if I did that. I was thinking one more upgrade on this might... I just need one more turn, Sax. I just need one more turn, and then I'm cooking. If he takes that stuff, I'll just seaworthy to here. He can have the metal. He doesn't really even need it at all. I wonder if this delay means he has bad cards. Because if he has bad cards, he's got to decide whether he's going to take a risk that I am going to actually throw good cards. A good card. Because if Saxony tries to hit me on that mountain with 3 units and doesn't bring the character out and gets sent home, game's probably just over, right? And does the character come out, or do we do 3? My guess is he does not spend power here. This is a good play for him. He doesn't have a choice. Oh, okay. I don't know about moving this character to the encounter. It's nice to have. I just don't know that it's worth it. Let's see how much he throws in to win this. I probably should have waited in case he's paying attention to my timer. The quick lock-in probably meant I wasn't going to commit. Sometimes a quick lock-in means you're committing 100%, but that's, in a situation like that, that would be really gutsy. Yep, bluff. Darn it. So he basically didn't weaken himself at all, and I just pulled a 5. Okay, that was not the hope there. Oh, that's nice. He's got the pop. He does not have the pop. But just $2 in a pop. Not nice. Oh, that was really nice for him. Okay. So let's play a little. I mean, do I have, how many workers do I have? 2. My game has been slowed just a little bit here. Saxony's not going to get to the factory for a while now. This is it. This is it. Yeah. And counter gave him an objective. Oh, man. How did he give him the objective? Oh, because he paid $2 for 2 power and 2 combat cards. Wasn't that nice? That was nice for him. I think I know what I'm going to do now, though. So the question is, do I dare to land on a tunnel? And disarm is coming out, probably. So the answer is probably not. But what I can do, I want to get this worker on a mountain that is safe from Saxony. That's asking a lot, since Saxony can river walk. That's really just this spot. And here is kind of safe. So I can move a worker to here and move the mech back to the lake. Maybe up here to get a little farther away from Togawa. Wait. Hop it to there. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to get 2 more metal and 2 more workers with 1 more produced, because then I'm not slowed down. There is. Dang, this is going well for Sax. I can bring them all to this, but the Sax triple attacks me on this tunnel. I do not have the cards to win, and I forfeit the power star. So here's what I think I'm going to do. Sax can move this upcoming turn, and then the soil is going to allow me to do this. Still ahead, not with the bids, but still ahead. Sax is at 3 stars though. So the next combat could win the game for Sax, basically, if he's got another objective he can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I gave up the power star. I can get it back though, right? By getting the power thing. Okay, we do not have suits on yet. That's important. Game was going so well, and that attack has kind of slowed me down here. Problem is Togawa's vulnerable right here. Means I very quickly have to do something. This is literally game over if Saxony has another objective. 8, 9. Oh wait, 7 if I go to tier 2. That's not enough. But I don't know how I can stop it. Saxony has no factory card. Hit Togawa in 2 places, got a lot of power. Power Star is actually in play for Saxony. Togawa cannot move this next turn. I'm not sure I can help Togawa here. Saxony can do a 2v1 against Togawa either way. Togawa has Ronin. Can I make the score insurmountable? I don't think I can. And I can't force Saxony to give me combats here, right? What's my time at? I'm fine. This is one I really got to think about. Okay, if I drop a worker on the factory here with a movement, Togawa can't take it, and Saxony cannot reach it. So that would give me 33 points. Then I can move this character up here and then mech there. That's still just 33. Get another upgrade. I do not see a way to get enough points to... And I can't triple move anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I need to assume that Sax cannot end this turn, I think. You'd have to eat 3 traps to get 2 combats off Togawa. I basically can't interfere with Saxony at all. So... I don't know that there's another option. It's probably GG, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Too popularity to enlist a recruit. Then I get the popularity back. It's just going to get me 6 points to go to tier 2. And Saxony wins easily if they win. So we're just going to do this. And this. All right. Tog can't move. So I think this goes to Sax right here. Sax may win this even if he flips all 3 traps. All right, what you got, Talk? Sax? Talk just have 3, 5, 6, 7 points. And Saxony does have to think about that from the resources, but he's got 2, so that's just 5. That's enough. Wow. I went from looking at a turn 15 end to Sax rolling a really nice bluff, getting a tactical mastery, and being positioned to win this in 14 turns with 2 combats. Dadgummit, he's probably got it. That coin trap, though, it's still not enough. It's not enough. Wait, does that mean he's gonna flip a 3rd trap? Three villages. That's GG. Dadgummit, wow. What luck. What luck. Man. That kills me. Yeah, it did. Like, I mean, I didn't know. I wasn't worried about giving him one combat because I thought, you know, it's just one combat. But I didn't realize he had tactical mastery. I mean, how could I have? But, man, guys. Oh, that hurts. That hurts because that was a good start. That was a really good start. That is painful.